Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UBH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you are here right now, say good morning, say what up, say what's going on. Let's get it going today. Happy Wednesday. We have the S&Ps down 4 or 5. Dow's down 56. NASDAQ down 28. So we had quite a bit of a recovery. What's up, Jeff, Sarah, Daniel, Faiz, Manchild, Josh? What's going on? How you guys doing? How you living? How are we living this? In Chicago, it's a bit gloomy here. This gloomy Wednesday. I mean, maybe where you're at, the sun is shining bright, but here in the Chicago area, it's looking pretty rough. What's going on, Ariana? Will Trump you and rip you later as you speak? Future habits. I'm sure if he could, he would. You know. Morning. It's freezing. Yeah, it's getting colder. It is getting colder. So yeah, I mean last night. I mean futures. I mean if we're looking at SPY came all the way down to 329, sub 330. Now we're bouncing back, but like how many days in a row is SPY going to be like 333? Like I feel like we've been sitting here for days and days and days, and nothing's really happening. You know, we keep going up, we keep going down, but relatively, SPY is still 333. Just crazy. Yeah, last night, you know, it was kind of interesting. So I was watching the futures, and they had during the debate last night. You know, if we zoom in here a little bit, there was a major rip to the upside, and then I don't know what I guess we know what happened, but some point right here, it just everything fell down and just never came back up until right now. I mean, we're coming back up. I mean, futures are kind of doing what they're always doing. You know, sure we're drifting a little bit lower, but I mean, futures are only down $3, $4. I mean, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now you can bet on presidential debates on Draftkings. Yes, I saw that. I think we talked. I put that out in the Discord yesterday. I thought FanDuel was going to do it too, but it looks like it was only Draftkings. Yo, HD, long time no see. Welcome back. If you guys are just joining, say what up. Hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Trump said he brought back Big Ten football. I mean, yeah, both sides, they said a lot of things. And honestly, I think I just got like a headache from the whole thing, because I'm like, if you were talking like that to anybody, you're like, man, I just want to. It was hard to watch, for both sides. It was just embarrassing. Yeah, we were live commenting in the Discord last night, watching the debate. I don't think anyone won, man, child. I think everyone's like. I saw this morning that people were like, everything was so bad. They're asking for Kanye to come. It's like, all right, you guys all made fun of Kanye, and now you want him to come after you saw what last night was about. Like, you guys are wild. Take profits. Made 1K and beyond yesterday during your live stream. As I was about to sell, it kept going up, so I waited, dipped, thought it was fine, just a pullback, and bled the whole day. Was up 1,500, realized negative 700. Yo, red dust, man. That's the thing, greed kills, and I mean, it's happened to me. It's happened. I think, obviously, it's happened to everybody. But Beyond was really a good trade yesterday. That news really pumped it, but dang, man, sorry to hear, bro. Yeah, because then they killed premium the rest of the day. They just flatlined it. Yo, Keith, long time no see, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope everything's going well with you. Yeah, Alibaba's having some action. Yo, but before we get into the market, let me just do. There's really no news out except for there's two things that are out. Well, three things. One, the debate, which is what it is. The debate. The market's reacting to the debate the way the market's going to react to it. We just got to wait on the sidelines and kind of see what direction it's going to go. But better than expected, 749,000 jobs versus 600,000 estimate. Construction, trade, transportation, utilities, and hospitality led the gains. So that is the good news. So the good news, the bad news is, America is split, and last night gave people really no clarity. So the futures fell, but we're ramping back up, doing better in the economy, and jobs coming back. Bad news: Disney's laying off 28,000 employees, 67% of them being part-timers. They didn't say which locations were impacted. They just said 28,000 overall. So, Disneyland, California is still closed. So I think there might be an opportunity in Disney. You got to be careful with Disney because it's kind of a slow moving stock, but it does pay out when it does move, like on this day, or it does pay out. It does pay out. So this chart is a little bit on the messy side. You can't really tell right now if we're going to push up or push down, but technically, yes, layoffs are bad for the employees, but layoffs are good for the company because they're going to conserve cash. And if you're looking as an investment for longevity, you're looking for the company to stay in business, and that's what the business is trying to do. So, yeah, people always get the two mixed up. They're always like, "Oh, I thought if they're laying off, they're doing bad." Yes, but today does not define the future. Well, I guess it kind of does. If what they're doing today. What am I trying to say here? What they're doing today does not impact what your investment is going to be doing. Well, that's not what I want to say. Never mind. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Who they are today does not need to be who they are in the future. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Now the debate's got me all confused. Like, what's going on? Man. See what happens. See what happens when you watch that stuff. So, might be an opportunity in Disney. Is looking a little bearish. It could dip down to 122, but maybe a dip buy if it breaks like the 122, 120 area. I don't know. I'm kind of interested. I don't know what I want to do with Disney because Disney's obviously impacted a lot by the coronavirus news, and I don't know if I want to get into that. But yeah, NIO. I brought this up in my video last night, and NIO is interesting right now. We had a huge day yesterday. I was like, okay, we got to be careful here. But right now it's at 21.83. It looks like we're going to have a blow off the top rip on it. And obviously, the Robinhood YOLO boys are going to want to get into a stock like this. Probably going to be showing up on their little popular feed, and they're going to just hit buy. So I'm not saying to chase, but there's an opportunity here for a blow off the top off of this rejection level. I think it could push, potentially like 25 area. As we know, things go quick. Zoom, what's up? I think Zoom is going to go up today. Yeah, Zoom got hit hard in particular, and honestly, it's just not going back above 500. Like, it just got stopped out here at 500. And a lot, I think, has to do with like the good news surrounding coronavirus, and the good news surrounding coronavirus is just like the vaccine and stuff news. However, it did get pretty detached from the 10-day. It's currently set at the 10-day now, so it could definitely rip back up to the 500 area. So I am not going to like chase the short and thinking it's going to break. Just it's respecting the trend. That's all I say. It pulled back to the trend line. Now it's heading. It could be heading back up right now after hours. It's down a few pennies. Whatever. We'll see. I mean, we've seen Zoom do some crazy things. Like it could open and this thing goes up to 490. Like we've seen that happen before. It could definitely happen, or it could go to 440, or it could just do nothing. So don't trade Zoom. Don't trade Zoom if you're not ready for all that. Yo, Derek, I did not cover Beyond. So Beyond, for those that don't know, Walmart is now distributing Beyond, which is a big deal. But in my experience from a lot of these news events, unless there's a numbers and catalyst and they're reporting on these numbers, I think that we might get a little bit of a fade to pop here. It can't. I think it could come back down to the 160 area. Now, I don't know if I really want to short it. It's probably easier to dip buy it at this point. But I think it could come down to like the 160 area before pushing back up. But yeah, yesterday made all-time highs on the Walmart news. But there was clearly, buyer exhaustion at the end of the day. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think it would be interesting if it could push up to 170. That would be some good coin. But did McDonald's drop it? McDonald's, I know McDonald's, I don't see any. McDonald's was testing it out in some stores that they didn't have like a mass rollout. Yeah, NIO was runners going to print. Good news is Tesla has secured a massive order of 130 Tesla semi-trucks from Walmart. Yeah, Daniel, this is going on. I think Peloton could go parabolic now over 100. Is it back over? I mean, if it's holding up here, I mean, yesterday Peloton had a good day. I mean, again, it's just staying within the trend here. I mean, we had some pretty choppy trade, but despite the volatility, Peloton's held up pretty good. Pretty good. Man, I can't believe futures are literally flat right now. That is crazy. Like we could either go either way. We could just sit here. I mean, it might be another boring day where we're just sitting here like, hey, what's going on with the market, guys? Doesn't Coca-Cola? I saw they were starting to produce alcoholic drinks. Yeah, I mean, I don't really look at Coke all that often just because it's no longer like a growth stock. What Coca-Cola is this day, I mean, they pay a dividend, it's an investment product, but they don't really, I mean, they're not necessarily going anywhere. But for lower size accounts, if you want to try selling some premium in here and stuff like that, definitely, I don't think it's going to be pushing. It's just been range bound this whole time for the last 5 months or so. It needs to get above the 200-day moving average for sure, And right now, it could go up, but like I said, I think right now the market needs specific catalysts, and then it needs data to back it up. Otherwise, the market's not moving. The market's moving right now. It's moving up due to the job numbers and NU Danley. So yeah, MU was crazy. So last night, MU reported earnings that was like double the revenue, and yet they're down the same. And this would have been a good premium selling opportunity. But at the time, premium was 90%. And I just thought maybe because it's been consolidating, it can go way up. It did hit 53. I think MU, it's stuck. It's stuck. Anyone having issues with live stream? Mine keeps buffering a lot last few days. I'm always 10 seconds behind. Yo, Samir, I don't think I've been getting any lag. Things have been pretty healthy on my end in terms of what YouTube is telling me. But let me know, guys. You guys have been having issues with the live stream last few days? I think everything's fine here, showing I have a good upload speed, and YouTube is saying I have an excellent connection. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi's or your cellular or whatever you're on. I'm buying puts at open for Peloton. Man, good luck. Good luck, Will. Beyond Meat shares fall after McDonald's ends Canadian trial of meatless burger. Yeah, I mean, I don't think McDonald's really appeals to that crowd. You know what I mean? Like I like when you go to McDonald's, you're not like, well, give me the meatless version. You know, like, R.I.P. Will. Just it's good to have fun. Yo, Dal, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Shop got upgraded to 1,300. Woo. The biggest problem that I have with Shopify is the bid ask spread is just enormous. If I'm looking at like this week expiration, I mean, for these, I mean, it's a $5 bid ask spread. It's like 50% bid ask spread here. Like it's ridiculous. Like, so I don't really talk about it because a lot of new traders will get involved in this and they'll lose money. I mean, next week expiration, look, the put, it's like $8. What do you think about Walmart? I think Walmart is good if you trade it for the holidays, but give yourself enough time. That's what I think. I think Walmart is going to push up. I mean, it could consolidate all October. I mean, it's been consolidating here, but I think what hurt it was being wrapped up in the TikTok news. If it just focused on Walmart Plus and stuff, I think the TikTok news definitely hurt it. The TikTok thing is not going well for Trump. A judge blocked that he can't like block downloads of TikTok, and it's all messed up. Oh, of course. Steve says he's hopeful for a White House deal. Guys, futures are red. Hold on a second. I'm hopeful for a deal. Trump's like, get on the line right now with CNBC and say, hey, there may be a deal. Look, there's no data here, which pretty much means that it was just like Steve farted in and said this, and so we'll see. He forges ahead with coronavirus stimulus talks with Nancy Pelosi. I like how they worded. I like how they worded this. Like he's like he's like fighting a war and chopping down the forest to get to the helicopter and to safety, and it's just like he's forging ahead. Like when I picture the negotiations, that's not what I'm picturing here. So I'm just going through some of your comments here. Starbucks upgrade. GME and Nike. Yo, Artie. GME. Oh, this is wild. So they, with the PlayStation news, they got short squeezed, like so many people were piled in short here, and then, the catalyst here was the PlayStation 5. I mean, I guess we should have saw this coming, but I mean, honestly, I think a lot of us have wrote GameStop off mainly due to them just, I think they were going out of business, right? I mean, is it wrong to say that? So a lot of people were piled in shorts, and then the catalyst was the PlayStation 5 pre-orders, and, here we are. Probably short it. I mean, I don't know. Like you guys think that PlayStation 5 is going to save their business? I absolutely don't think so. I mean, it's PlayStation 5 and the next new Xbox, what's it called? The Series. Is it called Xbox? What is it even called? Xbox Series 1X or something? Like, what is it? Anyways, Xbox, the new Xbox. I mean, they're transforming to more of a digital platform, So probably going to come down. Question is when. I mean, I bet you these puts are mad expensive. Not too bad. Now these are a little bit pricey here for November, but sell some calls on it then. Sell some calls. Yeah, I mean, the writing's on the wall for GameStop. The question is, will management just say, you know what? Let's just file for Chapter 11. I mean, like, they're not even trying to transform the business in any way. It's just like, what's the plan here? You know what I mean? Like, if they were like, oh, we're gonna do X, Y, Z, we're gonna come out with a digital service. Maybe you can, I don't know, but they're doing nothing except for closing stores. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of like Sears in a way. I mean, we kind of know which way Sears is gonna head. We kind of know which way JCPenney is gonna head, but I mean, honestly, I don't know. Target is better than Walmart. I think Target and Walmart are two separate. I mean, they're in the same retail space, but it's a definitely different experience. What does it mean when a stock has 5 times volume than normal, but the price doesn't change? Could be a realignment in some way. Is it an ETF? Sure, when you get SPY is green. That's on Planeteer and Asana starting to trade today. I mean, I guess we'll see. Sarah. I mean, in IPOs, I mean, as we've seen with like a lot of IPOs, they could do extremely well, like Rocket or like Snow. I mean, Snow. I mean, what's Snow doing these days? Hey, Snow's looking good. Snow is looking clean. They got options now, right? Yeah, they got options. I mean, Snow looks like it's gonna break out, honestly. How much are these? Let's go in October. Oof, man, these are pricey. But $40 expected move, I guess that's what, But maybe sell a credit put spread might be a good plan. Credit put spread on Snow might be the plan. GameStop turning to Blockbuster. Even Family Video said they're closing like. Family Video, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Family Video, but Family Video is closing a bunch of stores, and I'm surprised they held on this long. They took that PPP loan, and they said, "Hey guys, we're gonna close down. Give me the free money, then we'll close down. Have a nice day." Xbox Series X. Yeah, I get confused because I have the Xbox One X. That's what I got. We'll see. What's up with Elon saying the stock is overvalued? Man, he's getting high and he's having a good time, and he's just like, man, the stock price is too high. And he just decides to be public with it. I mean, if I were Elon, I mean, I guess it's insider trading, but maybe he wants to buy more shares. maybe Elon wants to buy more shares. Yo, Gustavo, what's going on? Did I get into AMD yesterday? I did not. Honestly, I didn't do really any trading yesterday. Like, I didn't want to get into any positions really before the debate. But AMD, I know we were talking about AMD yesterday. It did have a break to the upside. Right now it's at 80, almost 82. We need to break this area here, and I think 85.90 is definitely on deck. If we can break this zone, that's the problem. That's the problem with choppy trade like this is it creates resistance. It creates resistance. But NAO was the play yesterday. I mean, I saw calls going up like 200%. It was wild. I mean, futures are flat right now. So Elon's being Elon. IPOB. Oh, you're talking about the volume on here? I mean, I wouldn't say that if you're looking at the volume here, volume is relatively low compared to this day. I mean, this what's the day before that? Let's see here. You got 4 million, 2 million. I mean, I wouldn't say it was. I mean, volume was looking about right. Oh, you're not talking about this one. You're just talking about it ripping up. I mean, yeah, looks like it's going to the moon. I mean, did Elon tweet that? Let's check out our man Elon Twitter. It's hard to go on Twitter right now because it's kind of toxic after the debate. So I don't see anything about Elon. I just see a bunch of stuff about spaceships. But SpaceX IPO, yo, Ariana, get off work, then start trading right before market open. Man. I was talking about Beyond stayed the same around 165 all day. Yeah, I mean, it was just a high volume day all around. But I think that most of that volume, let's look at Beyond. Yeah, I mean, look at the volume here. If you're looking at the volume, I mean, most of that volume came in earlier in the day and then just tapered off. I mean, it was still relatively high volume where shares were changing hands, but it was just consolidating. But overall, I mean, if you look at over the last few days, that was, yesterday was definitely the day. Like, was huge. But it had a huge rip up. But most of those were in the earlier part of the day, and then afternoon, and obviously it tapered off. So I figured the VIX would be up this morning. Yeah, I mean / VX futures. I mean, VX futures still up. They've sold off quite a bit due to this pop. If we're looking at VIX itself, I mean, yeah, it's not looking good. VXX coming back down to the bottoms too. So I think today is a 50-50 gamble. Honestly, like, you don't know. I mean, the only thing that I think good happened is that the jobs number was good. And we have no earnings. We have no catalyst here. Except for the election, which was the debate would made us. I mean, I think we're still undecided. I mean, not undecided about who people are going to vote for. I don't think the debate changed anybody's mind on who they're voting for last night. But it's up in the air where Trump could win, Biden could win. We don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's like it's going to be close. It's going to be close. If you guys are just joining, say what up. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button. I definitely appreciate it. Boeing even came back up. Boeing hit the 161 area this morning and then now it's back up. So, I mean, stocks are kind of moving. Let's see, what are the banks doing? GS. Someone said something about GS earlier. Yeah, GS is pushing it back up to the 200 area. Yesterday had kind of a rough day, but it's recovered a couple points here. The NFL, the thing about like maybe Draftkings and Penn, the only thing that I could see be impacting Draftkings and Penn is coronavirus in the NFL. Oh wow, sorry guys, it's a little loud. So Penn and Draftkings, actually gonna hold on one second, guys. Hold on. All right. I was just closing up I had a Zoom short on and I forgot to close it yesterday, so I was just getting out of that before it rips my face off. So DraftKings and Penn, the only thing that I can see impacting it is this coronavirus in there. Now that, obviously they have, Boeing is ripping. Market's ripping overall. What we got? We got S&P's up 5, Dow's up 72, and NASDAQ up 4. I mean, what is today? Are we going to have an initial pop and drop? Are we going to be flat? What are you guys' predictions? Your thoughts on Apple? Oof. So Apple, I think, was, in my opinion, I don't really like the short here because it's maintaining above the 50-day. If it stays above the 50-day here, it's tough. Now, if it cuts through, I definitely think it'll be a short. I think it'll be, if it goes to like 113, I think I would try to short it at like 113 area. Then it would look a little bearish. But right now, it looks like we're pretty steady around the 110, 114, 115 area. Doesn't seem like Apple wants to go down more. I want to look up Snow. I'm interested in that credit put spread on Snow. Credit put spread on Snow. I think that's the win. Does it have liquidity? I've never traded Snow. Okay, on the monthlies there's no volume. Bid ask really wide. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, there's no volume on Snow. Chart looks great though. All right, we'll come back to this. I mean, the bid and ask on the weeklies, I mean, the calls are not bad, but that's because it's going up. But the volume is horrible, horrible, horrible. But I do like this setup here. I mean, we could definitely rip to 300. Yo, Daniel Ring. I mean, if I can get a good price, I might trade a credit put spread in Snow. We'll see if I can get a good price. I think that's the play. Slow and low. I'm not going to try to look for any big winners. All right, Boeing, let's go 170 so we can short you. 170 Boeing, come on. So, yeah, Daniel, going back to Apple. Sorry, I was closing out Zoom. I just wanted to get out of there because Zoom is, I mean, you know how Zoom is. But looking at Apple, I mean, right in here is just kind of chop city, nice consolidation. And, obviously this leg up here was due to the stock split. People are loading up on calls thinking it's going to return to this level. I don't think it's going to return to this level unless we get a catalyst. I think we're just chopping. So, that's why I'm going to try to just sell some premium, just try to relax and see how it goes, Up till 8:30 a.m. Kid got school Zoom. Oof. Yeah, my kid's on that right now. He starts school in about 10 minutes. I think they use like Google Classroom or something. Just going through my alerts here to see if anything's going on. Man, the market's definitely been slow due to like no earnings, no catalyst, just the election. NKLA, let's take a look. I know people were buying it yesterday. NKLA is in big trouble, but it's not going down anymore. What happened to GM? I saw some news about NKLA and GM yesterday. NKLA shares are trading higher after the company issued a statement on strategy and vision. NKLA expects to begin testing production engineered prototypes of its hydrogen fueled cell-powered semi-trucks for medium. I mean, do people actually have any orders for these? Or like Tesla has actual orders for the truck. I know that Tesla doesn't have a semi out by any means, but neither does Nikola. So long haul by the end of 2021, man, these guys are behind. But it's hydrogen fuel cell powered. So Nikola says remains confident in ability to begin production of tree. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a typo. GM Nikola to continue talks over partnership, but unlikely to close before Wednesday. General Motors and Nikola are not expected to finalize a $2 billion deal scheduled to close before Wednesday after allegations of fraud and sexual abuse and surfaced against the embattled startup's founder, according to two people familiar with the negotiations. So they're expected not to close the deal today, which is Wednesday. They were expected to close today, but that's not good. Yeah, I mean, I would say looks like a short, fam. It looks like a short. If the deal doesn't close, I think they can go to 10. But, you would want to do it safely. You'd want to do it safely. Sell credit call spread. Sell them premiums. Take a little risk trade. Because, I mean, Nikola can definitely do anything. Christopher, I agree. Right now, Tesla's trying to run and hit 427, but market open, but we're just stuck. Again, Qs right now, we're stuck. SPY stuck at 333. We've been staring at 333 so long it's burned a hole into our screen. Yeah, NKLA, I mean, premium is really high. So implied volatility on NKLA is really high, almost 300%. Might be a good opportunity to sell some call spreads. If you're going to be short in this market, short something you believe in, like Boeing. Short Boeing. Obviously not investment advice for entertainment purposes only. If you lose your money, don't blame me. We're all in this together. Short the NIO YOLO boys. Yo, Matt. I think I would short NKLA over NIO. I mean, NIO, I said up here, it could definitely squeeze. It could go to 25, maybe 27. I mean, NAO is just pumping hard. Nvidia could pump, though. We'll see if it happens. Snow dropping. Oh yeah, snow is ripping. I mean, yeah, I should have placed that credit put spread. I don't know. I haven't traded snow. I really want, for a new stock I've never traded before with no volume, I really want to take my time in trying to see if there's position here. But yeah, snow is pumping. DKNG is stuck. It's been kind of just pinging back and forth like the 55, 56 area last few days. Amazon is barely up. Amazon is not looking so hot right now. Definitely looks a little topped out. But yeah, I mean, Tesla, I mean, it could push here. I think Tesla could push 450. I mean, if we look at the 1 year, I mean, it's looking rather bullish. I mean, it could hit 450, but we need something to push us past 450. Yeah, Penn as well. Penn's running right now as well. Let's see if we can get above 73 area. Everything is ripping except for the NASDAQ. Twitter's down. Snap is down. What's Facebook? Yo, Alibaba's up 10. Whoo! Alibaba's up 10. I knew I should start adding Alibaba. I just like I said, I'm a little bit worried about the trade war stuff. And the TikTok and that, like, once you start trading Alibaba, you have to be careful of China, and that's something that I've been free of for a while. Not having to really worry about China. This is Crispy. This is Thinkorswim. So Roku. Yo, Cam, what's going on? What's up? Roku, I think, could pop off here to the 200 area again. It's looking pretty good. Had a little, after that major move to the upside, there was a little bit of retracement, came back down to the 10-day, and is now moving back up. Ready to buy some puts and burn my account. Well, just inverse yourself and sell puts, you know? I mean, right now the market's not, I mean, it's recovered rather huge from the overnight volatility and the overnight drop, but we're not, I mean, I wouldn't say we're excelling here. I mean, Qs could go either way. I mean, they're green right now, but like on the 5 minute, it's just chop, chop, chop consolidation. SPY on the 5 minute. SPY on the 5 minute, I mean, potential double top here at 334, but it could definitely push back up. So we'll see. I see I wasn't missed while I was gone. There's enough Daniels in here to go. Yo, Daniel Ring. I mean, I thought a lot of people were named Nick, but I think in options trading, Daniel has to be the most popular name. Hands down. Hands down. And if I go on the Facebook page and I compare how many people are named Daniel, I guarantee that number will win. Yeah, I was looking. It looks pretty stagnant. I want a massive drop and a crashing real estate market ready for history. Yo, Cam's bringing out the pitchforks and the fire, and you want to cause death and destruction. What's going on here? Cam, you all know we live in the same country, right? Like we all, just wondering. Blaze and Bob's name is Daniel too. Yeah, Daniel. Nick's a really popular name too, but I guarantee you, there's more Daniels than there are Nicks. I mean, everyone, if you were born in the 80s, you came across a lot of Nicks. And Daniels. Robinhood didn't pump NAO. Is NAO dropping now? I mean, NAO, it's up 6%, man. Like, can't complain about that. Can't complain about 6%. I watched the debate last night. I was like, yeah, it's going to get ugly. I'm just accepting the future. Yeah, I mean, nobody won that debate last night. Nobody won that debate. Even Mr. Wallace, I think that's probably going to be the last one he does. He's like, I'm out. I'm going to retire. But yeah, markets. I mean, Dow's performing relatively well. S&Ps. I mean, we're only up 5 points. Dow is up almost 0.5%, up 130. NASDAQ obviously lagging. So I think today's anybody's game today. Boeing's pumping nice though. Wallace needs a stiff drink after that debate. What I'm looking at, Boeing. Let's see Boeing here. Let's look up this Boeing short. Okay, this could be a good short on Boeing. Excuse me. Sorry if that came through the mic like really loud. So Boeing, I mean, it's just crossing above the 50-day now. Obviously, we have a lot of resistance at 175. Yes, you could get long 175, but the chance of it being rejected here is relatively high, so just be careful. 170, 175, definitely rejection area. We did cross over the 50-day moving average. To be fair, the 50-day moving average has been moving down, but it looks like the 10-day may be trying to turn around here. Thanks, Cam. Biden said what we all want to tell Trump. I mean, honestly, and after this election, we may never again in American history, I don't think we've witnessed a debate where someone called the president of the United States a clown and he also said he was the worst president in history. Like that, the wheels fell off. off. Pen. So I don't really like pen up in here for like a long position. Like here, it's very toppy. It's gotten stopped out here right at 73. So I want to see if we can break through like 73 and make a run up here. It's just we're really toppy. As you can see, it's gotten flushed down to 62 and ran back up. So yeah, I mean the wheels were falling off for Biden pretty hard. He lost it. But I mean, I don't know. If you were in that position and you're trying to say something and someone just kind of keeps over talking to you, like if I was trying to talk about the stock market here and I had somebody just keep talking, I'd be like, yo, bro, shut the F up. I'm trying to work here. You know? When did the BA boycott end? Daniel, the BA boycott ended when I started shorting it. I'm on the winning side now. I don't currently have a full disclaimer. I don't currently have a position on Boeing, but I am waiting to see if there is one. Okay, so S&P SPY is trying to push up a little bit right now. Qs are pushing. Okay, then this is getting interesting. Can we clear this area? So SPY is coming back to where it got rejected yesterday. So can it clear this area? Looks like we're ramping up. We are ramping. Have been trading SPY. So yeah, I've been focusing right now when, there's some uncertainty. I've been focusing on SPY, I've been focusing on the Qs, and I've been focusing on IWM. So I've been focusing on these three on my left hand watch list right in here. So I've been focusing on these a lot. Interesting thing about IWM is made a pretty massive recovery from, its lows. I mean, that's crazy for IWM. However, IWM is like the first stock to get obliterated when signs of trouble happen. And Alibaba, is there news on Alibaba? What's going on here? Oh, they got upgraded. Alibaba got a couple upgrades today. And then Alibaba sees their cloud business turning profitable this year. Okay. What I hate about trading Alibaba, I like Alibaba as a company, but what I hate about trading Alibaba, one China news article and this thing goes down like 20 points. That's what I hate. It's like, man, this is a great company, but you're wrapped up in this China trade war. And I don't know if you guys remember, but like Trump was threatening the idea when we had the trade war to delist Chinese companies on American exchanges, basically cutting off their funding, which, I mean, obviously is a tactic for negotiations. But Americans are invested in these products that are listed on American exchanges that were approved by Americans, and it was a mess. It was a mess. Yeah, Nvidia. I think Nvidia could push 550, guys. Nvidia could push 550 if it doesn't get stopped out here. If it doesn't get stopped out right here, we could push 550 pretty easily. But if it gets stopped out here, we're double topped here a little while ago. I mean, Nvidia is obviously bullish, but it is going to break out here. I think it might. It might. But it's looking a little tired. But I think it could push though. Yesterday got stopped out again. Came all the way back down and sold off 10 points. Whew. Zoom was a rough one yesterday. I mean, Zoom was a tough trade. Even for like right now. So yesterday, or even so, the last couple of days for Zoom, It gapped up, ran to 520. People were like, oh, I'm excited. If they didn't take profits, they got crushed. Came all the way down. Sold off 40 points. Okay? And then yesterday, it was like, oh, relatively flat at open, and then it flushed. And then we're having some sort of, V-shaped recovery. After the V-shaped recovery was complete, this thing sold off 30 points. I mean, I cannot believe it. And now here we are again, making a massive run that's looking a little bit weak. That's crazy. Yeah, Disney. What's Disney doing? Disney is only down 50 cents now, so it was a buy the dip. I thought maybe it could come down to like the 122, 121 area, and it just didn't do it. Could definitely do it, but so far at open, it has not. So things are very range bound right now. Things are just kind of pinging back and forth, and we're really not getting anywhere. And I think that's causing a lot of people to lose interest in the market, because no longer is the market going up in a straight line. People are just making money hand over fist, and you don't need to know anything. Like right now, you actually need to know how to trade. You have to learn how to trade. Otherwise, you're not going to make money in this market. Apple. There goes Apple. Yeah, Apple's coming back up into here, which is, resistance territory. So if we can break through, I definitely think it's going to make a run to 120. Yeah, after it crossing over the 10 and 50 day and maintaining this trend here, you want to be very careful with Apple, because Apple, once it turns bullish, it kind of takes over. And then it brings the market with it. SPY's ripping, Qs are ripping. How can I learn how to read ranges? Well, basically, if you're looking at the range, you're just looking at, the bottom. So like right here, the bottom was 110, the top was 120, so it was pinging back and forth. And then it was making a new range. The top was 112, the bottom was like 105 area. It was pinging, and then we break out. So the ranges are just, where resistance is at and then where support is at. Let's kind of see, like here, if you look here yesterday, Apple around 115 is the top, down here 112. Again, it bounced in the 112 area here, and then yesterday it got rejected around 115. So that's now is trying to break outside of the range. And that's when you need to pay attention. Like, is it going to get rejected here, or is it going to push through? And then once you get confirmation of which direction it's going, that's when it creates an opportunity for you to make a trade. Like right now, you could be like, oh, there's a potential short here. Or if there's a confirmation candle, you could say, hey, this is long. I'm going to pile in. Yeah, reading charts is hard. I agree. Especially when there's chop. Especially when there's chop. All right, Tesla. Tesla is making a run. Is Tesla breaking 430? Cam, I am actually in the middle of recording my course. I haven't found a course that's like the one I'm going to be putting out. I know you're like, well, of course you're going to say that, but I've literally spent the last 2 years working on what content is going to go into it, and most courses that are out today are like, hey, I'll teach you the 3 patterns that will make money, right? The course that I'm working on is about coming up with a plan that works for you, your lifestyle, and your personality. And people are like, well, that sounds like a lot of work. And yes, my course is going to be a lot of work in terms of development for you as a person. But the main goal is, if you can't yourself Like you shouldn't rely on others to trade profitably. That's all I'm going to say. You should only rely on yourself. You shouldn't rely on me. You shouldn't rely on anyone in the chat. If you're relying on somebody, like if that person, gets hit by a bus and you never make money in the market again, then whose fault is that? So I'm looking for independence. I'm looking for people to rise up. I'm looking for people to make decisions on their own, and that's what the course is about. So to do that, it's a bit complicated. Didn't hear the news, Nick? America hates self-improvement. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be the most popular out there because I'm not making people feel good. But I felt that if people were going to spend the time learning, like the people that I want to reach are the people that are looking to improve their life and they're looking to have an extra stream of income and also be serious about this. I'm not catering to the Robin Hood YOLO boys. I'm not catering to those type of people. I'm catering to people who actually want to do well over long periods of time. It's not a get-rich-quick course, for sure. It's definitely not. Do you have an estimated release date? I'm shooting for next month. I guess it's almost this month. I'm shooting for October, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Every time I make videos for it, and I mean I have the whole curriculum laid out. Every time I make a video for it, like I get other ideas for videos that would help. But the thing is, it's gonna evolve. So from the release date, it's going to evolve as time goes on. It's not going to be a static library. I'll be adding things, making things better, new strategies as I develop as a trader. I'll be throwing things in there too. So I don't want it to be a static library. It's going to be dynamic. So it's going to be, I don't know. We'll see. When you put your heart into something, one or two things happen. The market accepts you or the market rejects you. So it's all or nothing. Yo, Tesla hit 430. Okay, we have S&P's up 17, Dow's up 202, NASDAQ up 81. So we are ripping. SPY up 335. Man, SPY had a crazy range. I mean, we've gone from 330 to 335 so quickly. Is BA going to break 170 here? Alibaba's up 15 points now. Whew. Twitter's struggling, though. Goldman Sachs up 5. Are you gonna put it on Udemy? How do you say it? Udemy? I am not. I'm gonna release it through the Us versus Herd website. QUX? I do not. Yeah, I mean, I think anything can happen today. We're getting a major pump. I mean, SPY's pumping, Q's pumping. Could be a short squeeze day. So I'm going to try to find an entry here in a bit. So I'm going to pop off here, guys. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me today. Stay green, guys. Stay safe. It's Us versus Herd. Arctic Wolf, take care, man. Yeah, Red Dust, I don't really, at this point, I don't really care what people think. We're going to do it anyways. Have a great day.